Welcome back to the Sugar Spun Run Kitchen. I'm Sam, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make strawberry shortcakes completely from scratch. There are 3 key components to a good strawberry shortcake. You need a buttery homemade biscuit, a simple homemade whipped cream, and of course, fresh strawberries. Let's go ahead and get started with the strawberries. You will need 1 pound of fresh strawberries for this recipe. Start by cutting the ends off your strawberries and slice them into quarters or smaller if your berries are especially large. Now place your sliced berries in a bowl and add 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar and stir well. So what we're doing here by adding the sugar is we're macerating the berries. That means we are softening them and helping to really bring out those juicy, fresh strawberry flavors. They will need to set for at least 30 minutes, so set these aside and let them sit while you prepare the rest of your strawberry shortcake pieces. So now let's prepare the actual shortcake. A shortcake is a super simple, sweet, biscuit-like cake that we're going to use for today's recipe. This is a very simple recipe, and if you've recently watched my homemade biscuits video that I shared the other day, you already basically know how to make them. The first thing you'll want to do is preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. To make the biscuits, combine 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, a tablespoon of baking powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt in a large bowl. Now you'll need 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. It is so important that this butter be very cold. I actually like to stick mine in the freezer about 10 to 30 minutes before I'm actually going to start making the shortcake. That way I know it's as cold as possible. Now you can cut this butter into your flour mixture by using a pastry cutter, or you can use my preferred method of using a grater. I like to use the grater to shred the butter and then add it to the mixture and use a spoon to combine the ingredients. Finally, add a 1/2 cup of heavy cream and a 1/3 cup of milk. These should also be very cold when you add them. Use a spoon to work the ingredients together until just combined. Now it is so important to not overmix or overwork this dough. You want your cold ingredients, your butter, your cream, and your milk to stay nice and cold, so don't overhandle your dough. Now transfer your dough to a lightly floured surface and gently work it together. Fold the shortcake dough over itself about 5 to 6 times, rotating the dough as you work. Again, it's so important to not overwork this dough, and folding it over itself like this is critical because it's going to give the shortcake those buttery, flaky layers. Now use your hands to gently flatten the dough until it's about 1 inch thick. Use a biscuit cutter, minus 2 3/4 inch, to cut the dough into biscuit shapes, pressing the cutter straight down into the dough. Make sure you don't twist it. Once you've cut out as many biscuits as possible from your dough, make sure to regroup your scraps and use them to cut out additional biscuits. You should get 6 or 7 biscuits out of this dough. Now place the biscuits on a parchment paper lined cookie sheet, placing them close together and less than a 1/2 inch apart. Brush them with a bit of heavy cream and, if desired, sprinkle with some coarse sugar. Okay, now we'll bake the biscuits in our 425 degree Fahrenheit oven for about 14 to 15 minutes, or until the tops and bottoms are lightly golden brown and finished baking. Don't worry if the biscuits start to fall over or look a little lopsided when they come out of the oven. You won't be able to tell once you cut into them. Alright, now that the biscuits are finished baking, we're going to set these aside and let them cool before we assemble our shortcakes. But if you remember from the beginning, there's still one ingredient we still need to make, and that is our homemade whipped cream. Now I have shared this recipe over on the blog if you want to go check it out, but today I want to explain really quickly how to make it. It's so easy. All you need is 1½ cups of heavy cream, 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now combine these in a large bowl and use an electric mixer to beat the ingredients until stiff peaks form, which means your cream will have a full whipped cream texture. Kind of like Cool Whip. Alright, once the biscuits are cool, now we are ready to assemble our strawberry shortcakes. First, slice your shortcake in half and top 1/2 with your macerated strawberries. Then, top those off with a dollop of whipped cream. Add the top of your biscuit and then top with another dollop of whipped cream, and finally additional strawberries. And there you have it. That is how you make homemade strawberry shortcake. Did you guys love how easy it is to make your own shortcakes, macerate your own strawberries, and make your own whipped cream at home? Super simple, so I think you guys are really gonna love this. Please try it out and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.